This is episode 41, Where Have All the Sonics Gone? This was a good episode that has its issues. And I want to get into the issues later, but for right now, I'll just quickly talk about the plot. Eggman and Steve team up to get rid of Sonic. They send him to a different dimension where there is no other Sonic. And the rest of the episode mostly focuses on him while going back to Eggman and Steve for a scene or two. It's two scenes and then the ending. So with Sonic, which is where the majority of the episode is, in this other dimension, Eggman is the ruler of the town. He owns everything. And since Sonic is never there, that means there is no Team Sonic. Amy and Styx are part of a rebellion. Knuckles is a gym coach of some kind, I think, for upper body. For the upper body only. I don't know why. That was actually a pretty funny joke in the episode. Yeah, I like that premise. I thought it was going to be a little bit underdeveloped. And for those three characters, it's not. Amy helps Sonic because she sees him stand at the Eggman. Sonic gets arrested, she breaks him out, and so Amy takes him to see Styx, the rebels' leader. And she obviously wants to help Sonic because she's the rebels' leader and they're all trying to fight Eggman. And Knuckles, they recruit because Sonic beat him in a race. And then we have Tails. Tails. I don't like this part of the episode, to be honest. It's my least favorite part. Tails stands there and does nothing. And this is not the part I dislike. It's the part how fast it is. This happens fast. Because after this, we get the ending. So, it turns out Tails is working for Eggman in this new dimension. He is Eggman's sidekick. Not that Eggman actually cares. So, makes you wonder why he's even with Eggman in the first place, but whatever. And Sonic tells him stuff about him, like his favorite color and his favorite stupid movie. And then Tails is stunned. He doesn't know what to do, so he stands there, just kind of doing nothing. Until Sonic saves him, then they fist bump, they beat Eggman, and Sonic goes home. And he goes back to his own dimension. He gets the rest of Team Sonic. They go over to, I think, Eggman and Steve were at Madburger still at the end. And they beat them both up. They go back to Mombot, and I forgot to mention that in the beginning. I'll get to that in a second, I guess. They go back to Mombot, and she says that even though they did a terrible job, at least they got to work together. And that was pretty funny. That ending was pretty funny. But yeah, in the beginning of the episode, Steve and Eggman are forced to work together because Mombot told them to. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Steve morphs into himself for some reason. I don't know why he didn't morph into another character or anything. Maybe I don't know, someone else besides himself. I mean, it was funny, you know, he can morph into himself, but I don't know. It just would have been kind of. It would be kind of funnier though if he also morphed into other characters. I guess. I mean, it wouldn't be funny. I guess he would just be morphing into other characters. But I mean, he could have morphed into other characters. Just anyone. That's like a nitpick though. My real problem though with the episode is that it's underdeveloped. The ending, in particular with Tails, felt very rushed. I understand it, but I don't like its execution. It felt too fast. Because it's supposed to be Sonic's best friend in the other dimension. And then Tails just kind of goes along with it. After Eggman tries to kill him. And I mean, sure, that kind of makes sense. But this really should have been a 2-part episode. Like, maybe maybe instead of them just beating Eggman in this episode, they lose the fight. They still see Tails, but he decides to help Eggman, and they lose the fight badly. Okay, let's just say that somehow they lose the fight, and Eggman and Tails are still working together. Then we go into a part 2, and then we can do a whole episode about getting Tails back. And then they defeat Eggman at the end of the episode. That would have been better. And we also would have gotten to see more of this dimension. And I hope that in the future, maybe later in Season 2, that we'll see it again. Because Eggman is still a real threat to them in that dimension. They got a win on him, but that's about it. They just got a win for now. So hopefully that means we'll see them again. And the other part that felt very underdeveloped was with Steve and Eggman. After they send Sonic to a different dimension, they try to trick Amy. It doesn't go well. She figures out it's Steve pretty quickly. And that was actually another really funny scene. Then they go to Madburger with another funny scene with Steve trying to be Sonic. And then the next time we see them, it's the last of the episode. I mean, they're also in the beginning of the episode. It's the first minute. And they have 2 short scenes and around the middle. And then they're just in the end. It would have been... I mean, I know why they put so little focus on them. Because, most of the focus should be on Sonic in the other dimension. But if this was a 2-parter, which it is not, it is a 1-parter. It is a one episode thing. It could have been more fleshed out. That's a lot of the issue. That's a big problem I had with a lot of the earlier episodes of Season 2, is that they felt like 2-parters crammed into 1 part. And for the most part, this is better than those episodes, because it's actually funny, and it's entertaining. Unlike those episodes, which had really stupid jokes. This had potential to be better. And if it was a 2-parter, this would probably be pretty goddamn good. And if we ever do get a Season 3, if the show is greenlit for a Season 3, they really, really need to either do one of 2 things. Either just make a whole bunch of 2-parters, You know, don't be afraid to make 2 to 3 part episodes. A lot. You know, I mean, if it helps the plot and the characters, do it. Or they should just focus on one-shot episodes. They should just do plots and episodes that can be done in 11 minutes. They should not try to do 2-part episodes in one episode. That sort of thing has proven constantly throughout season 2 that it is not working. It is not going to work. It will never work. Not with 11 minutes. Which is why they just need to be 2-parters. Or they need to just focus on doing the stuff in just one episode. Like, focus on plots that can just be done in one episode, not 2, crammed into 1. Now, I still like this episode, but it has its flaws, and it definitely could have been better. Now, I hope that for the rest of season 2 that we continue to get good episodes like this. Or, you know, more like last episode, which was a perfect episode. God damn it, I love that episode so much. But okay, I'm done. This has been episode 41, Where Have All the Sonics Gone? If you enjoyed the video, or if you have a different opinion, feel free to comment down below and let me know what you thought of this episode.